Alright guys, welcome to another tier list. This tier list is Eevees. We're doing Eeveelutions, including Eevee, and where they rank on this tier list. I am joined today by Matthew.
Hello! Hello people
The
of the interwebs.
The cursed king himself, Matthew.
Hi.
Matthew, how much do you know about Eevees?
More than I should.
More than you should. Alright. Okay, so first up on the tier list is Jolteon. Jolteon's a personal favorite of mine. I do like, I think he's got the best sort of color design of the original three. I like the spikiness. He's very fox-like. Where would you put Jolteon, Matthew?
Did you just say he's very fox-like when Flareon is right next to him?
Flareon looks like a rabbit. Flareon doesn't look like a fox. In fact, they're all kind of foxes,
But
basically.
like, that particular pose is so fox-like.
That's
so too regal. Jolteon's a cat. Look at how regal that thing looks.
No, Espeon is a cat. What?
A.
You're going to say A for Jolteon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the design. I like the colors. I think they could have chosen a better yellow because that soft pastel yellow is bad. The way the fur stands out is nice. The spikes gives you that like static electricity look to it, which is cool.
Yeah, I mean, colors are very inconsistent. It does change from generation to generation. Sometimes it's a very bright yellow and sometimes it's more softer.
Yeah.
All right, then Flareon. Now, this image of Flareon particularly does look like a rabbit. That's what people say. Flareon is very competitively weak, but I don't hate how fluffy Flareon is.
S tier.
S tier, because it's a fox.
Fox.
I don't know if he's S tier.
Fox.
I think he's more A tier. I'll allow him an A tier.
Chris, my icon is literally a fox. Do not fight me on the fox.
He's not a fox.
Do not fight me on the fox, Chris. This is not worth dying on.
Why am I always being bullied when it comes to Eevees?
Why do you let yourself be bullied when it comes to Eevees, Chris? That is the real question.
I have the cursor A tier. Okay, Espeon.
Don't do this. Don't do this, Chris. I will go to you. I will find you, and I will put that Eevee in Espeon.
I'll put it back. I'll put it back. I'll put it back. Wait, why have I lost control of my mouse? What's happening?
Chris, I'm outside.
with a remote control mouse.
Of course. Espeon.
Espeon.
It is just a cat with the twin tail thing. It's not good.
It's got a clever name. Espeon's a clever name for Espeon.
Okay. Other than the tuning fork for a tail, what about this says psychic?
The head gem. And the fact that it's purple. I mean, I could argue that other than the color scheme, Flareon doesn't really look like fire. It's not actually
that's
on
perfect.
fire.
You don't need fire is so indicative of red. But Flareon also the tail and like the way the little headpiece is flamed. It's flamed like a little fire, like a little flame.
It's flamed. It's flared.
Yes, one could say it is.
Okay.
Flare. C tier.
C tier. Yeah, it's always been a bit too cat-like for me.
Like
now,
it's a very Pokemon design of animal, fantastic element on top. Pokemon.
Gen 2 was very just basically just an animal. But Umbreon though, Umbreon is amazing. It has one of the best shinies going.
I mean, the anime intro for that, how they introduced it in the anime is got to be one of the best ones. But
definitely, and it's got so much like lore and coolness about it. This is an S tier for me. Do you agree on an S tier?
Okay, but now I feel like they could have done more with Umbreon. Is my only thing. It's
what more can you do to a dark type though? Like what more says dark type?
Its fur is too smooth. It needs like that shadowy fur. You know what I mean?
Shadowy fur, like a Zoroark.
Like if the fur was like almost like floating off of like the fur was shadow on it. Like I don't know how to explain it, but I've said too much.
That's more of a ghost type. Like ghostly kind of fur. I feel like that's more ghost than dark.
Think about how they introduced it in the anime. They introduced it like it was a ghost type. Like this, like how cool, and then the eyes glue. Oh.
Well, yeah, but I mean, no, but it's just it's evil. It's the evil.
I'm between A to B. I think it's a really good design. I think it really says Eevee. to dark. That's a very clear.
It's a dark Eevee. That's how you've got to think about it.
Yeah.
Is it a type plus Eevee would give you this?
Yes.
Okay.
Like if nothing else in design process, if you're on S tier.
Now, I really admire them.
Or Jane.
I
told Jane I would do this. S tier. It's a must.
It's an A tier. It's not an S tier.
Name a better Eevee design.
Yeah, Chris, name a better Eevee design.
Get out of here, Jane. You aren't invited.
Look
I
at
guess
how good it literally has a leaf for a tail.
I guess it does take
the
on
most indicative of all of them to what its element is. Like, you cannot show me Leafeon and not have me know that is a leaf type or nature type.
Grass type.
Grass type. There we go.
I only get Pokemon experts on this channel to help me out here.
Fine.
The Japanese is leaf. I believe the Japanese is leaf type because the energies are leaf type energy.
That thing is a leaf. It is the best designed Eevee, period.
It does become made of grass.
Yeah.
Well, then it's better than Flareon because Flareon doesn't become made of fire.
I'll agree with that. You can put it in front of Flareon.
Put it in front. I can't drop it down though.
No dropping down. Don't drop my fox boy. Like back to the Umbreon thing. Like Umbreon is a very clear Eevee plus dark. Leafeon is Eevee plus dark plus design elements. I mean,
yeah,
Eevee
but you don't have like he can't have little bits of darkness stuck on him.
Okay, next up we have Glaceon.
So Glaceon would be an Arctic fox by your logic.
Not gonna lie to you, Sylveon looks more like an Arctic fox than Glaceon does.
I feel Sylveon always feels so extra to me. I
love it. I think we'll get to Sylveon. We'll get there.
Okay, all right. I like Glaceon's design. I like the soft blue, and I think it's a good if Eevee was an ice type. There could be more ice to it, but it does go from like you have to also think like it's a mammal
than a bee.
It's a mammal, no higher than a bee.
Because like there's so much they could do with it. They could have put like ice on it, maybe like ice crystals. You know that like headpiece tells you nothing on the front. On like it's a blue Eevee looking thing.
Yeah, I don't know what the
if you told me that was a water type
are supposed to be,
I would have believed you. Nothing about it screams ice to me. It's like it's better than Cat plus fantastical features, but it's not better by much. Low B.
It's definitely the weaker of Leafeon and Glaceon. Okay, now we're on Sylveon.
I love Sylveon. Sylveon is the best Pokemon. It is so extra. It took extra and then threw extra on top.
I mean, this was like the mascot for fairy types, right? And it was the first evolution that we'd gotten since generation 4, so like in 2 generations. So it definitely it definitely has like an iconic spot in Pokemon history. I like it. It also has a very cool shiny. It's shiny as the reverse colors. It's light blues with pinks, which I think I prefer to the original.
I would give it high A because it does have a lot going on for it. Like,
it does do what you said about like taking on elements. You know, it's an Eevee, but it's with extra elements.
Like Leafeon is the best designed Eevee because it's very indicative, very clear. This one went overboard. They over-designed this one, and now it's gone too far. So above Jolteon.
I kind of like Jolteon a bit more as well because I feel like Jolteon was the original one that of the originals really showed its typing.
But like, look at that thing. Look how good that looks.
I was gonna say it wasn't gonna let me do it. and then you've got your classic Eevee.
Eevee is one of the cutest Pokemons with its little
there's a
rabbit
reason.
style.
So this one's a rabbit. I'd say Eevee's more of like a little puppy than anything.
No, look at the ears and tail, and you tell me that thing's a puppy. What puppy has that like big of a fluffy tail like that?
It could be like it's a fox, right? And foxes are canines, right?
Volps.
Aren't they closer related to dogs than they are than
nowhere close.
Cat? No.
A red fox is called Volps as a species name.
Volps.
Yep, it means fox.
Oh, but like Vulpix is like the fox Pokemon from Gen 1. I don't know, Eevee's just kind of its own thing. It's a little bit of everything. And maybe that's because it's like the genetic Pokemon.
I think Eevee deserves bottom of A. Because when you look at the rest of them, like Glaceon tells me nothing. Espeon is no. Eevee's cute. Eevee has cute factor pushing it up, but I think Umbreon is better, Jolteon is better. better, and Sylveon
I would say
is better.
Eevee with all of its like I'd say it's bottom of S because it is the best design. Like a lot of people would go, like a lot of people in the anime especially choose just not to evolve their Eevee because they're like, my Eevee just wants to stay in Eevee.
You know
And there
what,
are like
I agree with you
ways
because if you look at everything below it, if you take Eevee as the base and you compare it to Eevee, it's like, how did you get from this to this? Like Umbreon is just Eevee with a color scheme. Jolteon is Eevee with a color scheme and static electricity.
I mean, I would say Flareon is like the most straightforward evolution. It looks
It's
like
beautiful.
it just gets orange.
It took everything about Eevee and made it better.
If you colored Flareon brown and took away the fire type, it could just be like a normal type evolution.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's acceptable. You will not lose on this on the fox fight here.
Okay. Is there any things you want to change in the tier list, Matthew?
Maybe drop Umbreon to B.
No. I refuse.
Like
That was
good.
my one choice.
but like it's not that good. Like look
But
at
it's
Jolteon.
cooler than
Compare
it's
it
cooler
to
than
Jolteon,
Glaceon.
right? It's cooler,
That's
but then
why-
put it in front of Glaceon.
No, but the Jolteon's already in front of it. It's the same order. It's just in A tier because Umbreon's cool.
It compare it to Jolteon and Sylveon. Does it compare to those two? No. It's Eevee with a dark color scheme and some yellow on it.
It's yellow. They glow in the dark.
Is this picture glowing in the dark right now?
And Jolteon's shiny is an ugly green shiny, which is not as cool as Umbreon's
We're not
shiny.
ranking shinies.
But we should be.
That's a separate video that we can have
Oh my
a long
god.
discussion.
How
on.
much Eevee, how much content can I get out of the Eevees?
With me around.
Next
all of
up,
it.
shiny tier list.
Guys, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment on this video. Tell us your favorite Eevee. All of those YouTube things.
Thank you, Matthew.
You're welcome.
Do you guys do Vaporeon?